In the near future, our beautiful blue planet is withering from human-caused damage. As humanity desperately seeks escape, a mysterious giant black orb appears near Mars. 6 astronauts are sent to investigate on the ship Achilles, beginning an 8-month journey in hibernation. Kayla, a crew member, dreams of her daughter and mother, lost in a tragic car accident 2 years ago. With 8 hours left until reaching the orb, the crew awakens, struggling to readjust. After the long sleep, Kayla notices Ruben, new to hibernation, visibly unstable. She advises rest, but Ruben opts to blog about his experience for millions of followers. Kayla meets Commander Pao to scan the black orb, but the ship's AI detects nothing. Despite Kayla's suggestion to return, Bao decides to complete the mission. The lack of data makes Ruben increasingly anxious. The crew contacts Vance, expedition head, who says Earth eagerly awaits answers. They can't disappoint everyone waiting for this mystery to be solved. Strange occurrences begin to unfold. Kayla hears her mom's voice in empty halls. Ruben wakes to whispers in his room. Vance video calls Kayla, concerned about her apparent stress. As Kayla reassures him, the call cuts off. The ship reports orb anomalies. Kayla rushes to the main deck, seeing the orb shoot light at the ship, causing issues. The crew rushed over, noticing the light seemed to guide the ship. As they approached, AI detected sound signals from the orb. After analysis, they decoded a repeating message in Latin, meaning God. Ruben panicked, demanding to turn back before fleeing the room. Carla suggested pausing to let AI fix comms and warn Vance about a possible hostile alien. Bao decided to press on, and the crew found him crying in the hallway. Panicked, he said the light was Judgment Day sent by God, as voices had told him. The crew discusses their theories about the orb. Una insists their mission is to understand its nature. He half-jokingly suggests that if aliens are toying with them, they could blow it up, monitor the conversation on camera, and call Unflynn to warn against mentioning the explosion. As the ship approaches the orb, both Kayla and Ruben hear voices again. Unf escorts Kayla to her room, where she admits to having headaches since the car accident. But without mentioning the voices, the conversation was interrupted by T, announcing that Ruben was missing. Despite the UNF's concerns about his health, Kayla joined the search. The team split up to look for him, and T was assigned to check the cargo hold. Hidden behind the containers, when T discovered Kayla and UNF rushed dead surrounded by his organs, realizing Kayla was watching religious symbols, took her hostage and threatened to kill her. Amidst the chaos, Ruby claimed they had all been judged, and if they set foot on the orb, they would be part of God's massacre. He insisted Paul was hiding something and they should seize control of the ship from him. At that moment, Paul appeared behind Ruben and shot him dead without hesitation. He coldly told Unf to get 2 body bags, showing no emotion over the crew members' deaths. After taking Ruben's knife, Kayla follows Paul into the elevator and asks if he truly knows something. Bao denies it, angry at her intent to abandon the mission. He reminds her orders are orders. In her room, Kayla criticizes Bao's coldness towards their comrade's death, but Pao just leaves. Instead of body bags, Unf puts the bodies in their hibernation pods. With 3 hours left till the sphere, the crew splits from Achilles' main section, staying in a smaller ship to easily pass through. Kayla notices an unknown structure on the sphere as their ship finally approaches it. The crew regained communication, and Vance called, reporting 1,000 Kayla-like structures on Earth, but they seemed non-invasive. Bao ordered Un and Kayla to investigate, volunteering himself as they needed a scientist. The trio donned protective gear and left the ship while Paul monitored via camera. The sphere was pitch black, limiting visibility, and Kayla's scanner detected nothing. Upon touching the ground, she said it wasn't any known Earth element. Boo sent them to examine the structure, and as they looked closer, they realized it was a gate, and suddenly, a bright light began to shine from inside the gate. The rest of the structure, where they saw a symbol known as Event Horizon, representing a boundary where events do not affect the observer. Kayla called it the end of existence, and scanned the gate, confirming it was made from the same material as the orb. At that moment, the crew heard a strange sound, something that shouldn't happen in a vacuum. Bao said the ship's AI had picked up a signal and was transmitting it to their radio. The signal said, "Welcome." As the light started shining even stronger, a woman appeared in the middle of the gate. This woman sent messages telepathically, and someone translated them for the crew, asserting that this being claimed to speak on behalf of the creator of all existence. The creator had come as a warning and to offer assistance by giving humanity a choice. Those who walked through the gate would find eternal peace, and Kayla was chosen to guide them. Inside the gate, they would discover the end of all suffering, while those who chose not to enter would die when the orb reached Earth to destroy it. Suddenly, the woman transformed into Kayla's mother. Kayla stepped into the light, recalling a car crash. She saw a golden city, her daughter nearby. As they neared, Kayla woke on a ship's table. After a seizure, Kaylin wondered how he ended up there. Un explained she helped Kayla back to the ship as she could barely stand after exiting the gate. Their talk was cut short by Vance calling, wanting every detail. Describing the Golden City as Jerusalem-like, Un called it heaven. She avoided family talk, even as Vance doubted her claim of seeing nothing else. After the call, Bao stormed out. Kayla inquired about Shin's death. Un said his suit tore, but Kayla doubted this, knowing their suits were unbreakable. Unf says Shin wore gloves wrong and was unzipped, but Kayla doubts this as Sin is a seasoned explorer. Und oddly reminds her anyone can err and tells her to rest. Kayla wants to re-explore the sphere, but Unf says the ship has departed. In a camera-free hall, UNF asks Kayla what she saw in the gate and about her family. She explains distrusting Vance and Paul, sensing they're hiding something. Someone then announces the crew should prepare to hibernate for another hour. Kala takes Ruben's knife to examine Sin's body, especially his suit. She then breaks into Paul's room with a spear, searching for clues. Moore spots her on camera and sends Unf to apprehend her. In Paul's room, Kayla discovers a gun and intriguing files. Un appears outside, and Kayla aims the gun at him to stop him. After reading the files, she now knows he was once an elite soldier, but Unf says it's past and swears he knows nothing about the orb. Kala forced Unf back to the main chamber, where she aimed her gun at him. He stated this was treason, and the punishment was death. Kala revealed that Shin had been killed. She thinks Unf did it, as he was once an assassin. The tension was broken by a call from Vance, who claimed he wasn't her enemy and stated that his scientists believe she truly saw heaven. He showed a video of people desperately gathering to leave Earth after seeing Vance's orb footage. Kayla was shocked. Paul attacked. After a struggle, Kala shot him dead, then realized she was wounded and bleeding. After Vance hung up, Kala aimed at Unf, who admitted killing Shin, but he didn't want to kill her, wanting to know the truth about the orb and what she saw. Deciding to trust him, Kayla let him take her to. After bandaging the wound and feeling better, Kayla admits wanting to return to the orb, but Vance controls AI. UNF reveals he has AI override code, but they'll have to leave the tail behind as the Achilles are too big to manually control, and the journey back to Earth will take over 5 years. Kala is losing hope, but UNF has a backup plan. Kala calls Vance, threatening to destroy the orb if needed, believing it's a lie. Vance activates secret files showing the orb's element, revealing he built it. There's no God. He did it all to save 6 billion people and kill 15 billion others due to Earth's overpopulation. There's no God in the gates, and the orb can't really destroy Earth. It's all a lie to make people panic and run to the gates appearing worldwide. They think they're entering paradise, but they're actually heading to their deaths. Kayla couldn't grasp how this made her hear her family. Vance admitted planting a chip in her head after the accident he caused. Everything was part of Kayla's training plan for this mission. Kayla cried, calling Vance a monster and a fraud. She recalled her mom's story about survival chances. Then Unf called, saying he got Achilles' core. Vance realized they'd destroyed the orb and ordered AI to start self-destruct. Alarms blared. AI announced Achilles would explode in 3 minutes. Kala angrily smashed the projector, ending the call with Vance before contacting Unf, who gave her the code to detach the main ship from the massive cargo structure. Unf was stuck in the elevator, too slow to reach the main ship. He told Kayla to leave without him. She refused at first, but then self-destruct activated and Achilles began exploding at multiple points. Kala had no choice but to detach and watch in horror as explosions destroyed the main structure, thinking his friend had died. Unexpectedly, Unf made contact, revealing he had survived at the last moment. They celebrated their survival with a drink, and unexplained that manual core detonation was necessary due to losing half the Achilles. Kala agreed, saying they'd do it together. However, as they approached the sphere, Unf sealed the door and told Kala to return to Earth and reveal the truth. Kayla departed on the ship, bidding farewell to Unf, who waited to detonate the core once the ship was far enough, destroying the sphere. Kala now journeys alone to Earth, with AI reporting the trip will take 7 years.